Occur it to me.
I love how we just start the episode. It's like we're in the middle of the sentence. Doesn't matter. That's the beauty of almost no one watching these videos. It really doesn't matter what we do or say.
Mm-hmm.
So, ooh, nice banana. Mine are smaller because I got like the mini ones from when I did my challenge.
The size really doesn't matter. It's how you use it that counts.
It's how you eat it.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, so the thought that occurred to me was, I don't know where to go. Why not go visit Aaron? Of course. And then I'm like, ooh, we could build a business like live in person together. And I'm like, oh, that'd be so cool. And then I'm like, yeah, okay, the US is really expensive. I need to rent an apartment. It would probably cost a lot of money. I don't even know exactly where you live. Like I know the general whereabouts, but like I have no idea. I wasn't able to do the research to figure out, but so it's probably not very feasible. But I'm just like, oh man, that'd be so cool.
That would be amazing. Okay. So 3 things come up for me.
A banana?
Actually, I'm not even gonna try and think about what came up. Okay, first thing I was thinking about this morning is we've been sort of accidentally manifesting things from the process of we just kind of say stuff out into the universe that we want and it sort of materializes. So I was realizing this morning something that kind of describes how this works. Okay, I feel like you have an idea too. Go ahead and say your thing and then I'll finish.
It's just funny how you're saying like we want something and then it materializes. I was just literally on Google looking at different house sitting websites because I'm like, I don't know where to travel. It doesn't matter where I travel. If I sign up for one of those websites and I manage to book places, I can stay for free. And then all I have to do is pay for travel. And I'm like, if I sign up for that, there might just be like someone who's looking like for a house sitter right near where you are.
Okay. 5-minute business. So let's create a house sitting ad and target it to my neighborhood. Be like, need a long-term house sitter, and just see what happens. Like like single, dependable, world traveling writer is looking like whatever we want to say. I mean, actually, no, what we need to do is go to house sitting websites, figure out all the trust metrics that they put in their sales copy, just do like a little one tiny graphic ad and be like, I'm going to be in this area. And then do like a local Facebook ad and see what happens. Like, why not? Okay, so what I was going to say is this morning I realized, okay, I don't know how to say this, without just saying it like in the terms that I understand. So like in terms of like religious storytelling, the idea that God kind of creates all of these different things, I think I'm starting to realize actually we feel like it's this idea that everything comes from this one place. And I think what actually happens if there is some sort of that process, it happens that way maybe, but also I think it happens the other way. The thing that everything comes from, or that is God, is actually created by all of the amalgamation of things that feed into that one area. So think of it like all of the team that goes into writing and organizing and project managing and then crafting film. It's like thousands and thousands and thousands of people all contribute a piece to the final product, which is um the movie. So the movie is sort of like, it's the final form, but it's actually built by every little tiny piece that is contributed, or in some sense, like all of the individuals that believed in the idea and kind of the work or the belief that contributes to that thing. So what I was thinking today was like, in the manifestation process, or like as an author, or a creator, we think that what we're doing is creating the stuff that we want in our lives. But what if it's that you like land on this thing that you create an attachment to, an idea or some sort of energy, and then by feeding that thing and keeping it alive, you're actually giving it a way to pour into you. So it's sort of like with a story, it's like, oh, I believe in this story enough for it to exist. But at some point it feels like the characters come alive, they start writing themselves, they start filling in the details. And it's sort of like, I'm a writer, I'm an author because I've written a book. Like the characters, the ideas, and the stuff that I've given life in some way, it's like I allow them to exist, but then because they exist, they all contribute to turning me into something. And so in some sense, it's like I wouldn't be an author if all of these characters and stuff weren't a thing, if they didn't do their part in being a story or whatever. So it's so funny. I was in the shower, I was like, this seems so simple, but I had this realization, like, this is going to be really hard to say out into language and have it be clear. But what I'm, anyway, so how that relates to floaching is, I think what's happening is when you focus on something with other people long enough for it to like spin into an idea that gets concrete enough, it's sort of like you open a window for some sort of thing to see you and kind of believe its way to you almost. So if you're sort of like, I mean, we talk about money as an energy, or like as an entity. Is sort of like, if you say, well, I want to be a millionaire, I am a millionaire. By maintaining that identity, you're saying like, all right, I'm a millionaire. All of the individual dollars, all of the million of dollars that all belong to me, like you need to be raising your hand long enough for those things to find you and say, oh, you're where I came from, you're where I belong to. And so from yeah, exactly, right? So I wonder, is the shortcut to doing the right things and putting in the work actually like imagining it and being it and talking about it more in that space where you just really get in the flow and the feeling of, this is the thing, this is like, we iterate so fast in the idea stage that we're able to like keep turning it and turning and turning, and until it becomes something more resonant or more emotionally satisfying, something more that we want. And so I'm wondering if like, is that an important part of the process for us, where we can turn an idea into something much more like it's real, so that the work that we actually have to do to make it a reality, it actually brings it closer to us in a sense. Anyway, I wish I had a simple way of describing what I was feeling this morning, but it's sort of like,
It's a lot like the process that we discovered of like, once you commit to something, you become that person, and then you just need to act as that person, and that's going to transform the world around you. Like, it reminds me a lot of that. Maybe there's something different, like a slight shift that I didn't understand, but from what I understood of what you just said, it seems to convey that same emotion or impression.
yeah, it's a little bit that, but it's also like do we like a country. Does a country exist because the country is there so people go to it? Or does it exist because there's people that believe in it and agree on it, then we all like kind of have this shared understanding that the country is there? It's like, it's sort of like both at the same time. And it's really hard to know like one way or the other, which is which. And I don't know that it is one is more right or not. But what I guess what really struck me this morning was like, from a creative standpoint, people who are creatives, people who manipulate and manifest ideas, like the road from idea to reality is so much quicker when you're like, oh, I'm creating a character, a fiction or something. It's like, I'm just making this into something that other people can see by like writing it down or telling somebody the idea. Your version of bringing that to reality is so much quicker. And so it allows you to generate all of these different things that now exist, that because they exist, they're all making you, in a sense. They're all of those ideas that somehow belong to you, like they are all creating what you are becoming. So anyway, I guess where I'm going with that is just like, if we just talk about like, what if you were to come here? Like, what if we were gonna like accelerate that process? Like, what would that look like? And just talk about it as like a floating thing. And then it's like, at that point, it's sort of like, if it's meant to happen, it'll happen. And if it's not, like letting it go and be like, does it, like, we're not going to try and force it. I think the right things, the right elements can be in place for that to become a possibility in the grand scheme of things. Anyway, so while we were, go ahead.
It's just something came up for me because you're like saying, what if we just talk about the process and everything? And just like, something occurred to me. What if we took floating to the next level, and instead of talking things out, we do them? Like, instead of floating it out by talking, we float it out by doing.
Okay, so let's
like
try.
I'm literally an ad manager right now. So it's like, what if that became the process of floating? Instead of floating, it's just kind of talking about stuff. It's like,
yeah, so it's like,
try stuff and see what comes of it.
yeah, that's a cool idea. All right, so
so what is the name of your neighborhood? Or
so let's see, neighborhood.
I don't know, something that's big enough but close enough. So it's like, if I target the entire city, like a city.
Well, the zip code. I mean, let's see.
That seems very limiting, because the zip code, I don't know in the US, but like in Canada, like they're tiny.
Zip codes are pretty big in the United States. 760. Let me see how big this zip code is. I mean, with a zip code, you can like, I don't know 100% like how local ads work, but it seems like you could set like a mile radius. But yeah, it looks like this zip code is, oh, is that Deaver Park? Okay, so if that's a
I'm
mile,
looking like at my old zip code, and it's like not even like one block has that zip code. So it's like one building literally has that. But like, what's the name of the
looks
like
like it's like
neighborhood or
12
region?
square miles or so. The okay, now here's where I get stuck is like I don't really I don't know what what you would call this like
Well,
okay.
let's start with the city, and then we can kind of like zoom in and narrow down and
Yeah,
everything.
it's Arlington, Texas. Is there a neighborhood, a closed neighborhood that I can find? There's got to be a.
But I guess that's what it is. Arlington is that, section of the city.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Technically, like, is it part of Fort Worth or Dallas?
It's in between Dallas. So there's Dallas, Fort Worth, and Arlington is like in between it. Fort Worth and Dallas are like the two large cities, and they're both like big networks. And then there's like kind of Arlington is the next biggest city, but there's a whole bunch of other cities that kind of dot around it. And so they call like this whole area the Metroplex.
Okay.
So it's sort of like there's two large metropolitan areas right next to each other, and then Arlington is basically smack in the middle. And Arlington's the next biggest city. It's pretty big.
East Arlington, that seems to be like a portion of the city.
Yeah. So we're in South Arlington, just above Mansfield, between Kennedale and Mansfield. So
South Arlington.
Arlington Stadium. I'm trying to figure out how.
Whoops. Send me to Arlington, Virginia. Okay.
How does Ads Manager work? I mean, like, can you actually like locally target for like if you're advertising for a brick and mortar, could you put in an address?
Well, let's just see. There's Arlington, Virginia. Not Virginia, sorry. Texas, not Virginia. I need to select the right one. Otherwise, yeah. And then plus 25 miles or only city, okay? Yeah, estimated audience size 26.9 to 31.6 million people.
Good grief. That's crazy.
Oh no, wait, hold on. I had Canada selected for some reason. I don't know why. So it was counting like Canada plus that. Okay, so now we're down to 339,600 people.
Oh, dude. this could totally be your business. I'm just okay. I'm just gonna go here for floaching's purposes.
Sure, go ahead.
What if your business was actually literally just your resume, like Canadian author, like travels the world, like I'll house sit for you for like, you know, it's like whatever to cover my basic expenses, and I'm just traveling the world to meet interesting people and tell interesting stories. And so then you can just do local ads in any place that you want to kind of go and stay. And so then you're basically targeting anybody who has a large enough place that they want somebody to just kind of be present and watch the place, and whatever it costs or whatever it makes sense for it to be worth your time. And then it's literally just like, what kind of things can you put on a land page that make you seem trustworthy and cool, and like I would want that guy to like watch my house. And then you could literally do a book of just like all the interesting people that you've stayed with over the years. But it's, I mean,
I'm just thinking like it would probably make more sense to find specific ways to narrow down the audience.
right,
Such
yeah, sure.
as people who are members of like, you know, house sitting Facebook groups, people who like, I don't know, Facebook groups focused on like dogs and cats, because that's why people need house sitters to take care of their animals while like they're away.
Yeah.
So it's like, as if
Well,
I can
I mean,
narrow down this, like the characteristics of those people, I don't need to narrow down the location. It's just like, I want people who have those interests.
right. Okay. So, well, I wonder if that's as necessary, because the audience is basically whatever region that you actually want to visit, and then whoever like needs a long-term house sitter.
But I just feel like, yeah, in this case, there's a specific region, but it's like, if I just want to go anywhere and care where I go, then it's not about targeting a specific location. It's about targeting a specific kind of purpose. As a person, sorry, not purpose.
All right.
But anyway, just for this one, like, all right, let's go back to Google Maps.
Long-term house sitters. Find your pet's perfect sitter. So that's something that I kind of suspected, was people who have pets, like they need somebody to be there to kind of watch the animals. Like that's valuable. How it works.
And I mean, maybe this is just complicated for nothing. Maybe I just need to go on the house sitting website and
maybe.
Can I search without creating an account?
Let's see. Find your perfect pet sitter.
Texas.
I have fish.
Okay, I need to create my free account. Oh no, hold on.
Lisa, Fort Worth, Dallas, Lancaster. I don't see any house sitters in Arlington on this page. I mean, I haven't. Let's see here. Sign up with Facebook. Find reviewed fish sitters near you.
Yep,
38 stars. Dang, this is an interesting idea.
All right, this is Dallas. That's a little far away. Fort Worth. ULES. I don't know where that is.
Unlimited sits.
Dallas. Flower Mound. Fort Worth. Dallas. Fort Worth. Dallas. Grapevine. Let's just focus on Arlington. Okay, no, there's none specifically in Arlington. Oh, wait, hold on. There's one, but it's for a week in October.
Community forum. Help to trusted house sitters. All about pets, travel talk. Sheffield, UK, last minute sits, 7 days to start. Month-long sitters just canceled for July. We're scheduled to leave our home July 10 for a month. Just received word that the sitter is counseling.
Okay, so I found two. One of them's for a week. The other has no mention of dates whatsoever. It's like, we need someone to take care. Okay, but when? For how long? Not important. You want to do it or not?
Estate sitting. You can find luxury house sitting jobs. You need some high quality references and abilities to be a living house sitter in a luxury property. All kinds of house sitting jobs are available. You just need to keep your eyes and your mind open to possibilities and continue to build a resume and testimonials that will make you attractive to homeowners. A long-term house sitter has the opportunity to live less like a tourist and enjoy an area like a local. Become one of the community during a long-term house sit.
All right, just for fun, let's look in Costa Rica.
Whatever reason you want to get away, a long-term house sit offers you a chance to fulfill your objectives while helping others. You may be a writer looking for a space to work on a novel, maybe intent out to studies and found long-term house sitting jobs. Get on a house sitting website. Duh. Rock your profile. Look the part. Good photos. Collect references. Be prepared to move fast. Prepared to interview. Interviews are an essential part of the process of becoming a house sitter. Ready to meet face-to-face with homeowners, whether in person or virtually. Answer the questions honestly and fully, and ask questions on your own to demonstrate that you have thought about your responsibilities and take house sitting seriously. Maybe pets he's watching your Zoom right now. Okay, be a house sitter.
I actually found one in Costa Rica. That's from August 12th to September 30th, so like a month and a half.
Dang, that pays a lot more than I thought.
But
This article on house sitting is saying that house sitters can potentially earn between like $25 to $100 a day, depending on like the homeowner, like location, different things like that.
paid?
What's that?
They get paid to house sit?
Apparently, I mean the right gigs do. So dang, wish you could get into like luxury house sitting.
All right, 9
Maybe
ways
it's
to get paid house sitting jobs. Huh.
If your rate was like $50 a day, and then I mean that would be like best case scenario, and then you can always fall back on, it's like anybody who needs a trustworthy house sitter, you can still do it for, you know, the exchange of the space and the services, like but yeah, it seems like that would be interesting. Oh snap. and one of the things that says you've done like construction work, right?
Yep.
Apparently, skills that are useful to home maintenance are actually highly desirable for house sitters. So, like they're saying in this article that it's like one of the people that they know personally, it's like he's lived rent free for over 10 years, and one of the ways he has swung that is by exchanging like part of the thing I'll do is I'll help work on stuff. So he's like put a new roof on a house. He's remodeled a couple of rooms for people. But he's basically for a decade not had to pay any rent.
According to salary.com, the average annual salary for house sitters is $28,478 in the US.
Dang.
I don't
I
know
wonder,
how accurate that is. There's probably just like a
yeah.
couple people who make like a bunch of money, and it's like that skews everything, but you know.
Uh-huh. Dang. I wonder how long so if you figured out what is a good house sitting resume look like, and then just sat down and like join every house sitting site that takes you, 10 minutes to set up, and then just copy and paste your profile information into all of them. And then it's like, I wonder if you could get booked enough to just do that for like places to stay. That's interesting.
Because it seems like there's also, I think the ones where you get paid is more like when you're kind of a permanent house sitter. So it's like rich people who have like multiple houses and they don't stay there most of the time. It's like they need someone to take care of the plants and like everything,
Right.
like basically take care of the place while they're
Yeah.
not there.
Yeah, there's
Seems like those are more the ones they pay. It's like normal people, like I don't think they would pay because there's so many people willing to do it for free that
yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
sabbatical homes, luxury house sitting,
Yeah, I came across that one too.
house careers, more house sitters for Arlington, Texas, United States. Many kind, responsible, pet-loving, live-in house sitter members. Yeah, like a live-in house sitter seems like a long-term arrangement. It's like if you set up your whatever your land page or your profile as like, my preferred assignments are like, 3 to 6 month minimum stays, just for like, stability, that sort of
Yeah,
thing. And I mean, and obviously you can take other gigs in between, but like if you're targeting the right kind of person and then make yourself desirable, create urgency, all of those different things, it's like I wonder if, because if you're talking like audiences of millions of people, so like if your whole audience was like the metroplex, it's like surely somebody within 15-20 mile radius is looking for something. It's like, man, I sure wish I had somebody that would stay here for 6 months.
hold on. House sitting placement agency. There's placement agencies for everything. People who are rich don't know how to get a house sitter. It makes sense that there would be agencies for that.
Yeah.
hire a house sitter. There we go. You know what? I'm going to take this from the other side. So it's like, all right, what would I search into Google if I need a house sitter? How to hire a house sitter. So whatever ads are promoted at that, I just find their websites, and then I'm sure on their websites they're going to be like, hey, do you want to be a house sitter?
Right. Yeah. So that would be the people who are best at finding new leads. Like the people who rank the best are probably the ones do it like with the biggest reach. Owners, sitters, owners join for free. It's free to join, free to place a house sitting, free to contact sellers, free to browse job ads, more owners than ads. Some don't place an ad but contact sitters directly. Search alerts, pay or sit for free. Original US pet sitting site.
All right, so there's a website called care.com where you can provide any kind of care. So it's like you can care for pets or, senior or housekeeping or stuff like that.
Oh, dude.
That'd be cool. Like just, living in like whatever, like in a place in a mansion. Like I don't give a crap. It's like, and my job is just taking care of the dog. It's like, that's as long as I have access to the internet.
Yeah. I bet another niche that would be I don't know how you would say it, but basically like somebody who's like a temporary, or maybe not temporary, but like a for people who have like family or like older folks that live with them, like they don't have a live-in caretaker. They don't pay anybody to like be present, and so like they're just usually there a lot, but they're going on an extended vacation or something, but they don't want to pay for like I don't know, like a nurse or something to be like somebody who's able to do really basic elder care kind of stuff, like make sure somebody's taking their medication. I don't know.
All right. This is really cool, but I feel like we're getting off track. We should probably focus on business. Like this is something I need to do on my end.
Okay, so maybe this is, well, that's really interesting. No, you were saying you were feeling like you didn't have anything to do. Maybe this will be something productive to look into. Okay, what I was looking at, I found this guy who created Samcart, and it turns out one of his early products was 5-minute fan pages or Facebook fan pages. That was one of the ways that one of his business products that he created was like selling the idea of creating a fan page that will help you grow your audience. It only takes 5 minutes to set up, and he had like an info course based on it. And then he ended up white labeling a software that like made the process fast and easy. He has a podcast called like the 5-Minute Marketer. So the idea, I think, of 5 minutes is actually a really good one. Like in terms of that's something that somebody who's very successful has already leveraged and made work. So I think we're on the right track. He had in this podcast I was reading, he did a so what he ended up building was Samcart, which is like a land page builder and stuff. And the thing that Samcart does that's different from the other land page builders is he really wanted a way to split test the checkout page. So it's like you spend all this time doing the land page, great converting copy, but like when you get to the actual order form part, a lot of those are like standardized forms that you can't change a lot of different things, and you can't split test how well the conversion's happening at the actual point of sale. And he said, it actually, for most things, it converts pretty bad, like 10%. And he said they were able to up conversion at this point of sale as much as like 42%. If you, that's how they built Samcart, was like really trying to figure out how to optimize that last part of the funnel, which is the most important part. And so he says like it's really crucial. Like your checkout page has an image of the product, a guarantee, which like helps with risk reversal, testimonials, so any kind of case studies or quotes, videos, things from people who have worked with you, helping them get reassured that they're in good hands. I think testimonials, like the value of that is like helps remind people who they're becoming. It reminds them of the kind of transformation that they're expecting to have. Mm-hmm. And then an overview of the product, the emphasis on the benefit of the product. Again, like the feeling of what they're going to get. And then some copy delving into the why your target audience wants the product. So like, again, going back to the big, like, what is it that I want? And just putting that thing right in front of them as they're making that decision to buy. And then any kind of trust seals, badges from third parties that show that you're legit. So Better Business type things, like as seen in, such and such publications, any of those kinds of stuff. And then really shrinking the number of entry fields. He says the lower the number of entry fields, the less that you can require of the customer to do, the easier it's going to be for them to check out. So he's like, take out the address forms. Like you don't really need the address to take a credit card. Just get the zip code, do your email. Like the smaller amount of information that you can collect, that you have the ability to customize, can increase the conversion quite a bit. He said, reducing these to as few as possible can bump conversion as much as 42%. And then in the interview, he talks a lot about having any kind of upsell will increase your sales. He says, you cannot hurt your business by putting the wrong upsell. He said, nobody's gonna see an upsell and then go back and refund the product they just bought. He said you will only increase your chances of making more money, even if you haven't got the perfect upsell dialed in. So he said that was one of the things he learned when he was getting started, was like,
dude,
when you have,
we don't have upsells now, but what if we don't need it? What if the upsell is pre-purchase our next course for half price?
Ooh, that would be interesting.
So it's like, we don't have anything to lose. We haven't created it yet. Everyone who buys, cool, we just give them a copy.
It's literally just like a 50% off voucher that they're buying.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's like an easy way to have an upsell when we don't have an upsell yet.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea.
Imagine we have like like we try that upsell and it works. We're like, all right. And then we can have like one upsell. It's like, all right, one. Then you can have like, hey, if you pre-order our next 3, we'll give you like 33 like like 33% of the price for each. So you get 3 courses for the price of 1.
Mm.
Or it's like, hey, do you want lifetime access to every product we're going to create in the future? It's $10,000. One payment once, you can get access to everything we ever create.
Hey.
I like just throwing random ideas out there, but I'm realizing like we can have a bunch of upsells without actually having any upsells.
That's amazing. That's actually an amazing idea. I wonder if anybody would actually buy it.
I mean, if not, it takes us what? Let's say we take our time. Like it takes us 1 hour to create that upsell page.
Yeah, it's like
Worst that
nothing.
happens, we lost 1 hour of life. Best that happens is 1, 2, 3, 50 people buy it.
Mhm. Dang. I'm really excited about this. Okay, so where are we? What do we need to put together? I feel like I should look at some.
Or it could be something different. Instead of like, pre-buy the next course now, it's like you can buy this coupon for 50% off our next course or any course that we have in the future. So it's like this is a universal coupon code for a business. And you can buy it for $97. It's like $97, you buy the coupon. You can use it whenever you want for any of our courses in the future. So it's like they don't have to pay a bunch of money for what they don't even know, but they're like, all right, it's $100 and I get guaranteed 50% off one of their courses in the future, whichever one makes the most sense for me.
Mm,
It's a small buy for them, but there's a lot of benefit.
yeah.
And it's like, if we do that, then we launch our next course. We contact everyone who bought the coupon. It's like, hey, we launched our next course. Do you want to use your coupon for this?
Mhm.
And we could literally like sell out the course before even launching it. Like if it's a live course and we have like 20 spots and 20 people bought coupons and 20 people decide to get that discount, that could work.
Mhm. Surely somebody has worked on that strategy. But I feel like that in itself could be like a bonus or a mini course. It's like how to increase your upsell rate with no products. And you're like the coupon upsell is such a good idea. I mean, this is the entire business model of Groupon.
How about
Just
what
selling
if the
people
upsell
coupons.
is a course? It's like, hey, we created this mini course teaching you how to, have an upsell without actually having an upsell and make more money for every single like thing that you sell.
Mhm.
And as a bonus, you get like a 50% discount for like one of our courses in the future.
Mhm.
And then we explain in the training, like, hey, that coupon that you got, that is the strategy. That's the exact strategy that you use to upsell when you don't have anything to sell.
Mhm. Yeah, that would be great. I mean, because you could totally do like you could do like a free training or low ticket training on that, and the upsell is literally like a coupon on the next thing, and then that's what the course is about.
It's like maybe we're even overcomplicating it. Maybe we don't even need to like teach people that. We just use the strategy, and then if it works, then we can go back and be like, all right, this is valuable, we can monetize it.
Yeah, that's true.
But I feel like in the beginning, if we're selling like $1,000 course and there's like a $97 upsell where you get a 50% discount like coupon for any of our courses that we create in the future,
Mhm.
or that we've created in the past, depending on how far we are along, it's like it seems like a short upsell for them. Like they've already purchased. They're like, all right, I already got convinced, I already purchased this course from them. Like they're in the buying mood. And it's like, well, I can get 50% off the next one.
Yeah.
Only $97. If they create another $1,000 course that I want, instead of paying $1,000, I'm going to pay 500. So I'm saving $400 by spending 100 upfront.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like it could be it would be a worthwhile strategy just to test out, just to see what happens.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I want to look at this class and see what.
It's funny because I was thinking like, even if just like 1% of people get the upsell, we get like 1,000 people that buy the course, and like 10 people get the upsell, then it's like an extra $1,000. But at that point, I'm like, okay, at that point, we'll have made $1 million. Like $1,000 won't matter. But it doesn't matter. That's not important.
All right, let's take a look at this engagement class. Justin.
I wonder if there would be a way to kind of, because one of the strategies is like have a downsell. It's like, okay, you don't want to pay this price, then we'll give you just the core product with nothing, none of the bonuses for a discounted price. But I wonder if like a different strategy of like just presenting like, hey, this is the course for this price. If you want to get all these amazing bonuses, just pay this like increased price. I don't think that's necessarily a good strategy. I just think like it could be like, I've never seen that before. Maybe I've just never seen it because it's a stupid idea, which is very possible.
I feel like once we have this, the fun is really going to be just like every idea that we come up with, like, what if we try to sell it this way? You can just try all kinds of experiments.
And since we're split testing everything, it's just like, all right, let's split test for a couple of days and see what happens.
All right, so this is the class that I got that this guy bought for me twice. So I'm going to just read through stuff that he asks just to find out like what are the things that somebody like him is asking, and then that's what we can start calling things in the course.
Okay, why twice though?
What's that?
Why twice?
Well, first he bought like a deep dive assessment of his community, and then Brian launched his group operating system workshop, and I said, you know, if you buy it through me, you're going to get like some more hands-on support stuff. And so he's like, oh, I'll buy that too.
I just had an idea that may be very dumb and impossible.
I hope it's dumb. Those are the best kind.
Okay, when you buy a course, if you don't get a refund, there's no way for you to recoup your investment. Would there be a way to create a platform where people can sell and buy used courses? It's like, hey, I bought this course. I don't really want it anymore. Do you want to buy it for 50% of what I paid? And I'll just give you the login info, and then you can go in and change the stuff and it's yours.
Dude, that's a genius idea. That's the value of NFTs. Because if you make them like a fungible product, then there's only so many of them to, I mean, you don't even need to do that. I think if you just create a way that people can transfer ownership. Dang.
Oh, what if we built this into our business? Where it's like, hey, you bought the course for like $1,000. Once you're done, you went through it, you don't need it anymore. If you want, we can like give you the option to sell it for $500. And if someone buys it, then you just, you know, give them their login info and whatever. Like if we want, we could take a cut off that. So it's like, hey, you bought it for $1,000, sell it for 500. We take a 10% commission. So we take $50 off that sale. So you get 450 bucks. And the other person gets the course for half price. And we get paid a second time.
It's even better than that. If you make it where, I mean, basically, if you make it valuable for them to resell the course, then that allows us to grow our list for free. Because anybody who's not a good fit for the thing is just going to pass it on to the next person until it finds somebody. But then we're growing our list by all these people who it's like, maybe that product wasn't exactly what they needed, but we can keep retargeting everybody that has come through our ecosystem. So it's like, maybe they buy the course and it's like, well, I'm not at that stage yet. I need to resell the course. So they, you know, maybe 10% of people who buy stuff and don't use it actually bother to try and resell the course. But that means like we get a little trickle of new names added to our subscriber list, and like each name is going to be valuable in terms of I don't know. I feel like there's a way to, because what you're talking about is like turning people into like backdoor affiliates.
Yeah, so I'm just wondering,
who ordinarily would not want to be
sounds-
affiliates.
what if we could set it up as a downsell of like, hey, here's the product, like it's too much for you, you're not interested. Do you want to buy it used from someone who's already gone through the course and no longer needs that information because they already used it for their business and they want to recoup a part of it? So you can buy it for half price. And I don't know how would we structure, like, I don't know if it would make sense, but it's like, if there's a way for us to resell the same thing and get more people than we would have because people aren't willing to pay the full price, and people who already have the course get to make more money on the back end than we do. It's like, if we can find a way for everyone to win, that would be really cool.
Literally all you do is set up an affiliate program and you just tell them, like, if you're not happy with the course, we've created a special like used course set like place that if you want to resell this to somebody that you know, you give them this link and they will be able to buy your course from you. So basically anybody who sells through that affiliate link, you take them off the course list, and you know, and then the other person just buys into the ecosystem at a discount. So like we don't have to have any special mechanism for it to work, but it's just, you just label it that way, and then people feel like, oh man, if this doesn't work out, like I can recoup most of my money back. Like you can make it so it's like, okay, if you have a high ticket product, they can try it out for like a few $100s basically. So instead of like I've seen several variations on this, like trial period where it's like a low cost to buy in to try a high-end system for like a very low price. You essentially offer the discount or offer the, like, you know, get 96% of your money back through that. Like one of the things that we've done is like, you buy a high-end course, it sits for a couple months, and then you realize like, I'm never going to do this. Like, wouldn't it be great if you could resell your course like after the refund period is over? It's like, well, now you can. It's like, if you know somebody who's thinking about taking the course, you can sell them your course and get most of your money back, and we still make several $100s off of their checking it out. But if they're not going to be the action taker, or if they're not the right fit for our audience, we actually made more money than offering them like a cheap trial.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's exactly like, it's an affiliate program, except we structured in such a way that it's like, you
this
resell
is so valuable for you.
But this is genius because it really like it's different. Because if you tell someone like, hey, if you get someone else to sign up,
Hmm.
they get 50% commission on the sale, and they're like, I don't want to do that. But
Yeah.
if you're like, you can resell your course once you're done and get half your money back. So you got to use the information within the course
Hmm.
and you get half your money back. People are like,
Yeah.
okay, sure, yeah, okay, I can find someone who could benefit from this.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that could be
And the
like the
odds are,
easy way to like build in affiliate marketing into our
oh,
business.
dang, that can actually be one of the guarantees that we offer. Like the guarantee is like, we are so sure that you're going to love this. That, but if for some reason you try it and it's honestly not for you, it's like you've got 15, 30 days, whatever, to get your money back. If something happens and you're past that trial period, it's like, and you've done it and it doesn't work for you, you still let we've created a way for you can where you can resell your course. Like it becomes like an even sexier like risk reversal
Yeah.
for
It's
them.
like a double guarantee. You have like normal 30
Oh,
day,
a
like
double
no questions
guarantee.
that guarantee. And then after that 30 days, for the rest of your life, you can resell that. Whether it's because you waited past the 30 days and you realize it's not for you, you can resell and make back half your money, or
Mhm.
you can go through the course, apply everything, use it, and then once you're done, you just resell it and you get part of your money back. So you can literally buy the course, use it, resell it, and you only had to pay half price.
Mhm.
So it's like an extra bonus slash guarantee slash this is a genius idea.
Dude, I love this. This is amazing.
And we
Because
can even like,
this is absolutely a pain point that people in CrowdScale and the Freedom Initiative talk about. It's like, oh, I've bought high-end courses that I didn't do anything with. Like it was like a tough lesson to have to learn, blah blah blah. But like, what if you could sell your courses to somebody? Dang, this is such a good idea. And it's like the amount of people that will actually create that transaction are pretty low, but what it does is in their mind it makes it less risky for them to buy because they always have the option.
hold on though. How do we structure this though? Because affiliate is just you get a 50% commission. Whereas
Mhm.
if it's reselling, you're selling it for half price. So the person buying it gets it for half price too. I think that's the catch that we didn't think of.
In what sense? what's what's the issue
Because
that
it
you're saying?
because we're like, if we're just like, hey, you can resell your course for $500.
Mhm.
It's like, yeah, okay, but I'm reselling it for full price and I'm getting $500. Like that doesn't make sense. So it's like we'd have to structure it so the person buying it buys it for $500. But in that case, then we don't get a commission for the new sale. You understand?
I'm still not following.
Because by disguising like affiliate sales as you can resell the course,
Uh-huh.
the price that they're reselling it for and the amount of money they get paid for it is different.
Right.
So it's like, hey, you can resell it. And it's like, okay, yeah, I have to sell it for $1,000, but I'm
Mhm.
only making 500. Whereas like if they're reselling it for 500, so it's like, okay, I can resell it for 500. So the person that I'm selling it to buys it for 500
Oh, right,
and
right.
I make 500. That makes sense to them. But to us,
Right.
it's like, well, we don't make any money from that.
Mhm.
So it's like either we don't make money or it's weird to them because it's like, why would I sell it for $1,000 and only make 500?
Right. Um,
It seemed really genius until I thought about it. And I'm like, wait a minute. Like maybe the only value of this for us is that we get new people in the ecosystem.
I mean, that's kind of what I think it is. I mean, if you were doing it like a 50% affiliate commission, I mean, that's essentially what you're doing instead of like off of one person, you're only making $500. You're making the same $1,000 by getting two people.
All right, how can we?
And then you still have like upsells and stuff with the new person that you can increase the customer value of that stuff. So if they're buying at a discount, like other stuff like can appeal to that kind of customer. I don't know.
Yeah, so I guess this would make sense once we have upsells on the back end that we know convert.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, even if we don't make any money on the front end $500 sale, if we know the like 10% upgrade to the like $300 upsell, where
Mm-hmm.
we're still making money and we're getting new people in the ecosystem.
Yeah. I really like this idea though. Like the idea of a double guarantee is so unique.
I'm just wondering like how to format it, how to structure it, how to present it, and how to get paid for it. It's like even if we don't get paid, it could be worth testing out. But it's
I
like
you know
I feel like
yeah.
it would be worth thinking about this and try to come up with a strategy where we can get paid for every time someone resells it.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe, wait, does that help us? Because maybe we could be like, hey, you can like, I don't know. I don't know if it makes sense, but it's kind of like, all right, you buy the course, you go through it, and then at the end, it's like, hey, if you want, you can get your money back from this. So you can basically like split the course, like double the course, like clone it and sell like 2 copies. So it's like, all right, sell 2 copies to someone else for like $500 each, and you made your $1,000 back from that. So it's like it didn't cost you anything. You went through the course, you used everything, got the benefit, and it didn't cost you anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get 2 more people in the ecosystem for like they both paid half price, so they're happy. The person who purchased the course originally is happy because they got all their money back. And it's like instead of just reselling it for half price and you get half of your money back, it's like you can sell it twice and make all your money back.
I feel like we're making it too complicated. What if the
Probably.
okay, there's something coming up that I haven't figured out what the point is, but like the idea of a used course market. Like if you went to the audience owners, okay, let me think about this for a second. What if you went to audience owners and instead of doing the giveaway model, you say, do you have some products you're planning to phase out? So things that people have refunded, things that people are like haven't taken a lot of action on. It's like, so we're starting a used course.
So like a garage sale, but for digital courses.
Yeah. So it's like for people who have like older material, but they want to like because like you keep recycling your stuff like as bonuses, as different things, but it's like
Oh,
you
dude.
you basically go like, give us a free thing, and we will continue to market it and sell it as a used course. And so then we become essentially affiliates for their older material. We're giving stuff at a discount, and but we're growing our own list
Dude, I figured it
off
out.
of their list.
I think I figured it out. It's
Okay.
something a little different, but it buys into the whole concept we were talking about. We create a course. A couple years down the line, things have changed. We decide to upgrade the course, create a version 2.0. To launch version 2.0, we're like, hey, we just recorded this new version of the course, completely revamped. We're about to upgrade everything. We want to give you a chance to get that other, like the original course for half price. And then we pitch that. And then we also on the back end pitch, or if you want to upgrade and buy the new course, you can do this. So it's like, we're luring them in with the promise of, hey, this is kind of like a used going out of business sale for this course because we're launching the new version. But at the same time, it sells a new version. So there's probably going to be a few people that are going to be like, no, I just want the old version at a discount price. But a lot of people are going to be like, I see all the new added value. I want the new version. So they came in of like, hey, I want this like discounted course. And they get kind of like convinced to buy the upgraded full price version.
Yeah. Well, that is a proven tactic. Like that works really well. But I think what I'm seeing the
I've
value
never
of,
seen it like that. I've always seen it like, hey, we're launching like this updated version so you can get in at the price of the old one, but get the updated version when it's fully. That's the strategy I've seen.
Yeah. But I think this is what I like about this is we don't have to make the courses, and we can use other people's old material that they've already moved on from that. So they're not actively marketing or trying to create sales off of that. So by creating like because a lot of places do still, like a lot of people still do have like older funnels up through like Teachable or different things, like so like you can get stuff at discounted rates. But if you created like essentially a directory that's basically a giant massive affiliate website, you're just creating sales for other people, but because you keep adding to the library, it's like the Netflix of coaching. Except for it's not like on demand, it's like used courses.
Do those things exist? Yeah, never mind, they do.
What?
I was thinking like, oh, do those things like we should create a Netflix of like, course. I'm like, wait, Udemy, that's what it is.
Yeah, well, yeah, and this guy, that's how I found him. The guy that started Samcart. It's like that's what he's doing right now is, or well, I don't know if it's new, but he's got this bundle. It's like $10 for for a year subscription to this, and they're calling it Creator U, which is like a Netflix for coaching type stuff. All of these different courses and resources and stuff. But essentially, he's like growing his list by using all of these other people's material, and he's probably like helping like grow their lists as well. But instead of you getting on his list for free, it's like you're paying to get on his list. And then the cost of this is you know, it's advertising like for 120 bucks a year, you get access to all of these cool things. Like here's a Facebook course, here's a scaling course, here's an organic traffic course, here's a challenge launch blueprint. It's like most of this stuff is stuff that people can, you know, white label and reuse in, you know, to grow their business. So of course they have resources and stuff built out like this. And like I've seen this with other people's courses. Like it's not uncommon that they'll do an interview with somebody, introduce you to them, and then that person has provided a free resource that's a bonus or something in the thing, but really it's an ad for their thing. And like that's what this entire platform is he's basically creating a hub for affiliate marketing for all of these people, and you're paying to get on the list. So you could join the membership, or, you know, he ran an ad that's like, you can pay me $10 to get on this list, and all of these free resources are amazing.
Okay, I'm just trying to think. I'm still thinking of that like back end affiliate slash, like, you know, resell your used course.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a way to make money would be like, hey, you can resell your used course, but once it's used, like they only get the main course. They don't get all the bonus. And then on the back end, it's like, okay, someone buys it for like 500 bucks. Like they find someone, it's like on the back end, there's an upsell of like, hey, do you want to buy all the bonuses that originally came with this?
Yeah.
And it's like $197.
And
it's like worth, I don't know, like how much. So it's like,
yeah,
you get the full package, which that person you bought it from paid $1,000 for, but you're only paying 500 plus the 200, so you're paying 700.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Like just the core course they can buy used, and then the person keeps their bonuses, which keeps them in your ecosystem. So it's not it's not like a traditional refund.
Yeah, so this kind of reminds me of video games when it's like you buy the video game new, and then there's like a digital code.
Hi. Who's
There's
that?
like a digital code that comes with it where you can get the digital version or digital bonuses. And it's like a one-time code. So once they use it, it's used. So when you buy the game used, you don't get access to those extra stuff.
Right.
So I think it'd be kind of like that same principle.
You want me to come eat with you? Okay. You want to sit with me here while I finish talking to Gil?
Sure. I'll just sit right here.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, I think, yeah, there's that this is like a typical business model, because like movies do this same thing. I even saw this strategy, like kids meals are doing this now. The kids toy that comes with like fast food kids meals, like a Chick-fil-A, is not even really a toy. It's like coloring book pages, and then like an affiliate. It like they had a free code for Voodoo rental. So it's like, get a digital free movie, host a movie night at your house. So they have these like coloring book activity things. It's like they're literally just making affiliate sales by promoting somebody else's brand inside of their package. And it's like the value add is offering something that's like, you know, once you use it or you miss that, like you don't use it after a while, it's like it goes away. And so I think we're hitting on a principle here that people use over and over. So,
oh, dude, the ability to resell a course could be an upsell.
oh snap! Yes, that's.
So it's like, hey, $1,000 course. Like, hey, if you want for $97, you purchase the ability to resell your course once you're done.
I like that.
So we get paid upfront whether they resell it or not. We get paid
Yeah.
on the back end when they resell it.
Dang.
Man, this am I a genius or what?
That's such a good idea. Okay. Yeah, you're selling a warranty upsell. It's like the Apple Care
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So it's like like if you're doing like a $9.97 course, if you would like to, like, we really believe in our product. We have a 60-day guarantee, or whatever our guarantee is. If for whatever reason you like this doesn't work for you, you'll get your money back. If you would like if you're somebody who really likes to dive into things, try stuff, and you have any reservation whatsoever that is keeping you from buying this, you can add the ability to resell this course. So they're paying us to become an affiliate.
Dude, this could literally be like a one click like bump sale.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Like
that's
you
a
want to
really
add
good
this
bump.
$97 extended guarantee, so you get a full 60 days of refund rather than 30. Plus, you unlock the ability to resell your course for half price at the end. That feels like a really like enticing bump sale.
Yeah, I think, and oh, you know what? And if you do it through your used courses portal, then anybody who has used that upsell or has resold through that, you can market to those people like, would you like to market your own used courses through our used course upsell, our portal?
Yeah. So it could even be more valuable than that. It's like,
Like,
hey,
we can become affiliates for their stuff.
I feel like instead of just the ability to resell the course, it's like they unlock the ability to resell the course for half price as many times as they want.
Ooh.
So it's like, hey, you want to resell it used once? Cool, you made half your money back. You want to resell it used twice? You made your entire money back. You want to resell it used 10 times? You got paid to use this course. And it's like, yeah, okay, we're making like way less because they're selling half price. So we're not actually making money off the course,
Mm-hmm.
but we're making money when they purchase that upgrade, and we're making money when the person who purchases on the back end buys the bonus.
Okay, so what this is like, basically you're educating people into affiliate sales and making it very very enticing for them. I really like this idea.
It's like, if we can find a way to make even more money, like on the front end and back end of this could be like a really good model that we want to push.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, if we're making like $100 on the front end for everyone who gets it, and like 100 or like 200 on the back end, it's like, yeah, okay, let's say we make $200 for every sale. It's like, cool, because it's $200 that we would not have made otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
But if we can find a way to make like $500 instead,
Yeah.
well, then that's like way better.
Oh, snap. This is an upsell I can totally use for my church business. Like, if I figure out I need to rework the website and the copy to actually make it convert better and to make it more actually designed to sell. But basically the upsell is like, they purchase the books in bulk, but then we'll create a portal for them to resell the books directly to their members, so the church organization can recoup their money. They don't have to just give them out free. It's like you get your people more bought into the idea if they buy the books themselves. We'll help you recoup the cost of the books by designing you your own local church page, which is like it's the same selling process, but like we change the text like on one thing. It's like if you have that set up where it takes you 20 minutes to create that for people, so then they become basically affiliates for their own inventory.
Okay. All right, so my mind is going with like these different upsells. So I don't know if this would be a good strategy. So like the half off like coupon for the next course.
Mhm.
Like we could have two upsells. We could be like, hey, you can buy this 50% off the next course, or like whatever course you want from us. Whatever product you want from us, you get 50% off with this like coupon, and it's 97 bucks. And then if we want to upsell that, we can be like, next upsell, it's like, hey, do you want 3 more coupons for 150? So it's like you get a discount on the discount. So it's like if they get both upsells, it's like you can buy like 4 things from us for half price, and it only costs you like 250 bucks. But I'm just wondering, like, is that a good strategy? It's a good strategy to get a lot more upsells on the front end, but on the back end, are we losing money? Because like everyone who purchased from us might want to purchase another course. And it's like, if we just have the normal strategy of, hey, we just launched this course, do you want it? Buy it full price, or buy it for the special like launch price. Like we're making way more money. So I don't know if it's a good strategy or not.
I don't know. I think we need to actually like build some
I don't know
stuff
if
to
it's
try
a
it.
long-term strategy.
Mhm. My big question is like I feel like we have so many ideas. I really want to figure out how to leverage the fact that we get ideas all the time into a way that other people can either test them or buy them without us having to try it. And I don't know if that's just like if we need to have sort of like debrief podcasts, like after we go through a conversation, like part of the process is, all right, let's list off, maybe we just take notes whenever we talk, and like as we come up with ideas, we summarize. So here's the ideas that we came up with, and then we just have a podcast of ideas that like ways to make more money off of your business. I don't know.
I definitely want to take notes for this. Even if we don't use it, I want like this in the notes. So when we're structuring the course, we get to decide, do we want to include this or not?
Yeah.
So I guess that would go in the, not in the course outline, I guess in the business plan.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, my wife called me 10 minutes ago to come in for dinner, so I better get going. But this
All right,
is
so I'm going to add this to the business plan section. Man, today was a productive day.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. So I'm going to go through and actually try to structure out the course after I put the kids to bed, and then we should have something concrete to put in the funnel. I think what I'll do, yeah, I'm just gonna work on this some more tonight. Oh, actually, I think Sarah has a call with Jessica tonight. Never mind. Maybe
If you don't have time, it's fine. We can do it tomorrow. Like we started today, we're getting clear, and tomorrow we can just finish fleshing it out.
Yeah.
And go through the process. At least now we know what we're doing. Whereas before, for the last few days.
Oh, I can do this on the whiteboard. I could totally do this on my whiteboard. I don't have to be at the computer.
Whatever feels right on your end. If not, we can always tomorrow.
Well, this is what I'm liking about where you did such a good job. You sure did, Drew, that. It's like what we're getting into now is stuff that I'm excited about. Like I've pulled back from like helping Felix and anybody else on their stuff. Like, so I have the energy and like the mindset to like be able to put into this. So it's like, well, the more work I do on this and like create concrete things that are organized, it's like the faster it will make money and sell. So it's like, this is exciting for me. This isn't like grinding. It's like this is creative for me. This is like the same kind of energy that I get when I'm filmmaking or writing music. So I'm excited.
Just to make sure I didn't forget anything. So there's the 50% off any of our products coupon as upsells, and there's the pre-purchase or next course for 50% off. And there's the resell your used course, like as a hidden strategy. Was there anything missed? Oh yeah, that was the extended guarantee.
I think you did that one, yeah. Are you ready to go inside?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Like this.
Oh, okay.
That extended guarantee could be like, we could easily sell this for like 200 bucks. Like, hey, do you want the extended guarantee? You get 60 days instead of 30 days, plus unlock the ability to sell your used course for half price as many times as you want.
Yeah. I mean, you could totally extend it to like a year or 2 years or something. It's like whatever feels like, it feels like that would be something you would split test based on what's going to convert the best, as opposed to like.
I don't feel like we need that long. I feel like just doubling the warranty is enough. And after that, it's like 60 days is more than enough to go through the course. And after that, it's like they have the ability, because I feel like they won't be incentivized to try selling it until the warranty period ends. Because they're like, I can always get a refund. Why would I bother trying to sell it?
Yeah.
All right, 60-day guarantee. Plus.
Ooh, this, and the guarantee or the warranty could totally be an upsell that you can do automated. Like if they're coming up on the end of the guarantee period, like, hey, we noticed you haven't logged in and you're coming up on your refund period. Would you like to extend your like basically reminding them, it's like, you're not going to be able to refund this if you really don't want this course, like, get a refund. But if you're somebody who's like, no, I like, this information's useful, I think I might use it, but I just haven't quite gotten to it, it's like, you can sell them again. It's like, just extend your warranty period.
I feel like, I don't know, because I'm worried that if we remind them, people are just going to be like, oh, I just want a refund. And that's probably going to increase our refund rate. What we could do is send it after. It's like, hey, we noticed that your like refund like deadline just ended.
Or something
now
like that.
enter the grace period. If you purchase this extended warranty within the next 48 hours, you're going to get another 30 days tacked onto that. Plus, you get this extra, like the ability to resell the course at the end as many times as you want, and you can actually make money. And it's like, hey, you can get that for like 197 bucks. So it's like, if people aren't sure, then they rebuy the ability to get a refund. And it's like, if they do get the refund, well, at least we got that 200 bucks. So instead of refunding,
okay, that sounds like a good strategy. It's like, shoot, I just missed the refund period. And then 2 days later, they get an email like, hey, did you just miss the refund window? It's like, we know things happen. Like, we'd like to give you an extended grace period, just in case you were meaning to, if you'd like to, anyway.
So it's kind of like they can buy their way back in. So it's like, hey, if you wanted the refund,
buy their way back out.
I mean, you really, because it's literally like, hey, you missed your deadline. You can't get a refund anymore. If you really wanted one, you can buy the ability to get the refund, and it costs you 200 bucks. So overall, you're only getting 800 bucks back, but it's better 800 than zero.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think that would definitely be worth like,
because that allows us to actually get paid to scrub our list. I mean,
yeah, like you want out? Cool. Pay us $200.
yeah, and that allows us to get paid to get feedback from like part of that process could be like in the the refund process could be an offboarding feedback form. It's like, please fill out this information in order to get your refund. And then it's like they're giving us the, okay. And then they literally give us the feedback of like what made it, like, why wasn't this a good fit for you? It was like, was it your problem? Was it our problem? Was there something wrong with the product? Was it, that's a really good, yeah. And like everybody does that. It's like whenever you go to return stuff at stores, they're like, was there anything wrong with it? Like they have really simple offboarding check-in. And so like this would allow us to get more information about how people experienced it. And if it was like, was this, they were just too scattered to be able to use anything that anybody bought? Or was this something that we could have, if we just built out one or two little extra things that helps our customers, like it helps them use it better. I don't know. That'd be cool. And get paid to do it.
I just love how we're basically offering them a way to purchase the ability to get a refund.
Yeah. But I mean, I totally like if this works, if you make a couple sales on something like that, you could totally market that to people like that as a course or a product, because there's like the warranty idea, which is like the pre-sale stuff.
Get paid to refund people.
Yeah.
Get paid for get paid every single time someone requests. No, not every single time. That doesn't work. But
could we build that as a business? Because there's lots of insurance companies that like have a bump upsell with, like for instance, anytime you buy something on Best Buy or Amazon, like electronics and stuff, it'd be like, hey, add a warranty for like $3 or $30 or something. It's like, could you create a platform that's like, after their return period has ended, you are the guy that has the platform that's like, hey, would you like to buy your ability to get a refund? I don't know. That might only work for digital products, but still,
I feel like it's such a good strategy though that like, we could sell this strategy of like, hey, we're going to teach you how to implement this in your business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like this could be. I wonder if there's like a really like a software you could do to like create a platform for this. I don't know. Well, I gotta go.